Well, I'm back again. Y'all aren't going to believe this. Okay, I've bought 3 of these Wismec Active-80 vape mods with the Bluetooth speaker built in. I love it. And the reason I bought 3 of them over a period of 2 years is my first one was ruined by the bottom airflow on my tank. It was leaking the juice out. It just ruined it. Even though it was supposed to be moisture proof or water resistant or whatever, it's still, the vape juice got down into the USB port and it just wreaked havoc on the thing and it wouldn't charge anymore. So I was so depressed about that, I bought another one. And it's, look at this thing. It's got this heavy duty rubber coating on it that it's supposed to protect it. It's supposed to be shock resistant, water resistant, dust resistant, all that good stuff. Well, I had it for about a little over a month. And I had the cord plugged into it to charge it because it has an internal battery. You can't take the battery out to charge it externally. So you have to plug the USB cord into it to charge it up. So anyway, this thing was working beautifully. I was playing my music app tunes through it and everything, and it was sounding great for a little speaker. It put out some really good sound. Lucky Cat jumps up on here, and like a dog, he has to turn around 3 times before he lies down. And I've got my vape sitting right here charging, right next to my laptop. He turns around, hooks it with his tail, knocks it down on the floor, thunk, it hit the floor. Well, I figured it'll be okay. This thing's shock resistant. Picked it up, tried to turn the Bluetooth back on, and I heard that little snap. This little snap you hear when an electric arc happens. He shorted out the Bluetooth speaker. It still vapes. I can still put the tank on it and vape it, but the Bluetooth speaker don't work no more. So anyway, I immediately went online and found a company called Vape Royalty that I normally deal with when buying hardware. 412, we're okay. And I bought another one. I had to. I love this thing, man. I take it to work with me. I play my police scanner app through it and everything. It sounds really good. It's surprisingly loud for the little speaker that it is. So I got another one. And as I always promise with these things, I'm going to try to treat it better, try to be more careful with it. So if you vape, and you've got some nice vapes that you like, and you're happy with them, don't let your cat knock them off the table, because it's going to destroy them. But anyway, I've got another one. I don't know if I'm going to go through the trouble of ordering another one if anything happens to this one. I'm going to try to make this one last at least a year and longer if possible. But I love this thing, man. It fits in my hand perfect. It's lightweight. It's easy to carry around. I've got the Zeus Pro Z tank on there with the Zeus Pro Z pop-in coils. They don't screw in, they pop in. It's really nice. I didn't go over that when I reviewed this the last time. All I did was rant and rave about how much I love it. Anyway, and everybody knows I don't do the unboxing thing. I'm too lazy to do that shit. Anyway, I like the top airflow. It doesn't leak. You can even turn it upside down, lay it on its side, whatever. It won't drip or leak. If you do that with any of the other tanks, you'll end up with a little puddle of vape juice on your table, or if you carry it in your pocket the wrong way, it's going to leak into your pocket. Anyway, I love this thing.
Transport the patient in the Altima to Southern Maryland. I have her information, the vehicle information, insurance.
Let me turn this down a little bit. It's kind of loud.
Does your officer need anything else?
Anyway, I love this thing. It works as well. The performance of this thing is just as good as my Smoke Mag P3, which is a big, bulky, heavy vape. And even that works better with the Zeus Pro Z tank because it doesn't leak. So I was having issues with that. It was leaking all over. It was getting all over my hand and everything else. And I hate messes because I'm too lazy to clean shit up. Oh man, look at that cloud, man. And the flavor on these coils is pretty good. I think I mentioned in my last video, I was always ranting and raving about my Freemax Fire Leak tank and coils, and the mesh coils, and that is The flavor is incredible. The problem is it leaks. You turn it a certain way or you lay it down, it's going to leak. This one doesn't leak at all. And the flavor is just as good. It produces the same amount of vapor plume. And I mean, it's, watch this. You can't ask for anything better than that. And I love this little vape, man. I wish I can get Wismec to send me some more stuff to try for free, because this shit's getting expensive when you got to keep replacing it. But apparently they're not as durable as they advertise it to be. So if you like it, be careful with it. Treat it like it's a valuable object, because these things aren't infallible. I mean, you drop them hard enough, they're going to break. Something inside's going to mess up or whatever. And even though it claims to be water resistant or waterproof, I wouldn't recommend getting it wet. And I saw one of the preview or reviews on this product on another YouTube channel where they actually dropped it in water with the music playing, and it still worked. But I wouldn't trust that. I'm not buying another one of these anytime soon. But I love it. I mean, if I have to replace it, I'd probably crack open the wallet and do it. But man, this is a good little vape. I love it. Lucky Cat has destroyed a couple of my vapes, by the way. I had a Smoke Alien 220. I love that vape mod. The performance was incredible. Lucky Cat knocked it off the table, so I bought another one. And then I had it plugged in one day charging it, which you're not really supposed to do, because this one had removable 18650 batteries. I could have charged them externally, but I was lazy. Didn't feel like taking the batteries out and changing them. So I just plugged my USB cord into it, sat it down on the coffee table. My wife walks in between me and the coffee table, trips over the cord, knocked it off the table, and broke it. So I had to get another vape. So I'm always looking for something that's a little more durable and more tougher. Because, you know, I'm a rough guy, man. I break stuff all the time myself. I accidentally knock stuff off tables, and I got my big hot dog hands here. I can't always grip things the way I'm supposed to with my big hot dog fingers. And I drop things, and they break. I dropped a vape one time, and it landed on the tank, cracked the glass, pissed me off because I was at work, and I didn't have a spare. So I had to go the rest of the day without a vape. Not good. So anyway, if you want one of these, you can go to Vape Royalty, and without the tank, just the mod itself, you can usually get it for $24.99. This one here, I had to go to a different site to get it because Vape Royalty was out of stock on just the mods. So I had to buy the whole kit. So it was like, with tax and shipping and all that, it was like $54. So that really hurt. That damn cat. But I love him anyway. He's my buddy. I just have to be careful to where I set these things down so he doesn't knock them off the table. And he doesn't swat anything off the table. He's just got his big monkey tail, and he'll turn around and wrap his tail around something and just yank it off the table. And this puts out some vapor, man. Wow. Man, this thing is awesome. I love the simplicity of it. The screen is real basic. There's no big weird settings, you know. I don't even know if you can change the type of metal coils, you know, like the other ones. You can change them to titanium or steel or whatever. This one here is just a basic screen. It shows you the wattage output, the ohms, and I think it has amps. It doesn't have a puff counter on it. Yeah, it just has the wattage settings. It only goes up to 80 watts. This is an 80 watt mod. That's the Wismec Active-80 because it only goes up to 80 watts. But this is perfect for this tank because this tank vapes best at 60 to 80 watts. So if this goes up to 80 watts, it's perfect. I can probably even go down a little lower to, let's see, we'll put it at 60. It'll probably work just as good. Oh yeah. Puts out the same amount of vapor. The flavor's still pretty good. Typically when you change the wattage, It gives you a cooler vape. If you go up higher wattage, the vape gets a little warmer, so it simulates an actual cigarette. Because when you vape a cigarette, it's a combustible product, so you're getting a little bit of the heat from it. But this here, 60 watts is perfect. Man, I don't know. Feel free to share any of your horror stories about vapes and how you break them. I'd be interested in seeing that myself. I don't want to feel like I'm the only klutz that breaks things, or the only one that has a cat that likes to knock things over. So let me know how that goes with you on your end. And the coils on these hold up pretty well over time. I mean, I just changed this one last week, so it's been about a week, and it's still going strong. The flavor's still good. After about 2 weeks, the flavor diminishes a little bit, and you get a little bit of that burnt taste. So it's time to change the coil. And it's just a matter of personal preference. Some people like to go a little past the recommended time, just to conserve money. I don't blame you for that. But once the flavor starts diminishing and the amount of vapor production starts diminishing, I change the coils. Especially if the flavor starts going down, it's no good after that. Oh, man. Right now I'm vaping my old standby, the Keep It 100. This is the OG blue. Keep It 100 also has a blue raspberry. I think it's the exact same flavor. They just changed the name of it for some reason. I guess they're trying to get away from anything that would be misconstrued as marketing towards minors. So they did away with the blue slushy name, and it's OG blue, but it's basically the same flavor, I think. It tastes the same to me. Also, feel free to comment some flavors you might like me to review or try. I'm open to trying anything. There's very few vape flavors that I really didn't like. One of the ones that I got was from I ordered it from mountainvapor.net, and it was the graham cracker peanut butter flavor, and I think I still got a full bottle of it sitting over here. And I just didn't like it. I like the clear liquid flavors. The candy and fruit flavors usually are clear. That particular flavor had a brown, murky look to it, and it just made my coils look like crap. And I even think it gummed up the coils. I mean, it's a peanut butter flavor. I don't think it actually has any real peanut butter in it, of course, but it wasn't all that great. I mean, if you like peanut butter and graham crackers, maybe that's for you, but it wasn't for me. I have tried some of the dessert and custard flavors. They're okay. I tried the banana milkshake flavor a while back. That was pretty good. But I like the more fruit and candy ones. The apple, from the grape apple from Cloud Nerds was really good. I still have some of that in a bottle here. I've been hitting on that a little bit too. But all of the Cloud Nerds flavors are perfect for me because I like the fruity candy flavors. Wasn't a big fan of the actual Nerds candies, but the Cloud Nerds vape juices are incredible. They're really good.
Captain.
Wow.
Incoming message.
Now that I'm a type 2 diabetic, I can't really eat candy anymore, so a good substitute is the artificially flavored, artificially sweetened vape juices. I mean, it gives me that taste without all the sugar. And vape juices do have sweeteners in them, but they use an artificial sweetener called sucralose, I think is how you pronounce it. So it doesn't really affect blood sugar as far as I know. I haven't noticed any increases in my glucose levels due to vaping. So my saying, vape long, vape strong, and if you like this video, like, share it, comment, and let me know what you think. And you all have a good one.